I'm really glad that all of you guys came. The idea for the conference actually started off as a conversation about consciousness in my living room, and it became this. So I'm really excited to see what will happen. Like all of you, I really have no idea what is going to happen. Like any good conversation, we're just going to listen to what happens when there's a confluence of perspectives from different disciplines, people who have their own expertise, and see what organically develops from their interaction. So the speakers are going to be Stephen Harnett, who's the Canada Research Chair in Cognitive Science, and was my professor last semester. He's going to speak, he and Marianne are going to speak about animal consciousness and the human treatment of animals. And then that's going to be the first theme. So it's going to take the morning. And then after the morning theme, we're going to have a meditation sitting. And after the meditation sitting, we're going to talk about first-person approaches to consciousness. So how meditation, phenomenology, and subjective approaches can inform a cognitive science of the mind. So you'll have a chance to ask questions after the speakers give their talks. And following the speakers giving their talks, there's going to be a discussion between the speakers on each theme. And you'll have the chance to ask questions during that discussion as well. And we really encourage you to engage the speakers when they finish speaking, after they give their talk, during that question period, also during the discussion between the speakers, and then again at the end of the day when we have a discussion between all the speakers. We really want it to be in a conversation-like format, so please feel free to ask questions if they come up. The speakers will let you know about whether or not they feel comfortable with you asking questions during their presentation. Some of them have already said that that's okay. And you'll also have an opportunity to ask questions, if you would like, on the Facebook group using any smart device that you may have, or during the breaks. You can write down on a piece of paper a question if you don't feel comfortable, but otherwise, if you feel like you can ask the question from where you're sitting, you can do so by raising your hand, or you can go line up at the microphone, and our MC, Josh, who will be the master of ceremonies for today, will point to you and let the speaker know that you have a question. And that's basically, we'll also be recording the conference. So if you have any friends, anybody you know who wanted to attend the conference but couldn't either because of tickets or because of some prior engagement, we'll have it online, audio and video recordings. So everybody should be able to have access to the conference. If there's nothing else, I think I'm going to introduce Josh and let him introduce the speakers and the conference in a bit more detail. So thanks for coming, everybody.
Thanks for the introduction, Ishan. I'm here just to say that Stephen Harnett is about to speak, and that he's about to speak about the first theme of our discussion today, which is how should our knowledge about consciousness guide our treatment of animals? This particular theme was informed by a number of questions we had, mainly about the ontological position of consciousness, how does consciousness exist in the world, and how many beings does it exist in? Is it a category in the world? Do humans and animals share it? If consciousness is shared by humans and animals, what are the moral consequences of this similarity between human and non-human life? So we started talking about the nature of consciousness and what we know about consciousness from various academic and spiritual disciplines. And from those types of considerations, we started asking about what are the practical implications of what we have discovered through spiritual and scientific and academic humanistic explorations into the nature of consciousness. So I'm very pleased to hear from Stephen Harnett on that first topic. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot, Josh. Does this work?